Hello, dear members of this channel. Welcome to our monthly reading. Today we'll be picking up cards and trying to connect with the energy for this beautiful collective here. A timeless energy for you to access whenever you feel you would like to. And I have a special invitation for today's reading for this collective. If you feel in any moment that you received the message that you were meant to hear today, even if it's in the minute 3, minute 4, minute 5, minute 10 of this reading, if you feel that this is a lot for you to take, a lot to digest, respect that. Follow your intuition. For some of you, you will feel that you can go through the whole reading and that's what you're meant to hear. And for others, you will feel that this reading will be supporting you with a small message, and then maybe you should return tomorrow for the next one. And somehow I was called to make this invitation to you. I don't know why. I just follow my intuition as I invite you to follow yours too. And trust that whatever messages you get are the messages you're meant to hear. All right? For the collective here, please clarify. I have the Gypsy Cross. I feel that there's a lot of light coming towards you in this current moment. Tons of lights, tons of clarity. And when I say clarity, when I say light, is a bit of literal. And I meant somehow you walked into a room and you can hear things. You can feel textures. You can sense, smell different fragrances, and you can't necessarily identify what is what, because in some parts of these rooms you have light and some parts of the room you have shadow, and you walk by only able to see some of those things and to experience some of those things. But what's happening now with this energy arriving to you is that there is a lot of light, and you are walking into a room where you can smell, sense, feel, and see every single one of those things that you are experiencing. How can this be manifesting? How this energy is manifesting in your life, and how can this be manifesting in this current moment for you? Is that you are, for some of you, you're coming to a moment of clarity so strong, so a sort of like straightforward, even harsh sometimes energy, where you can see the good and the bad in everything. And when I mean everything, in the people that are surrounding you, your families, your friends, you can see the good and the bad, and your work, where it's taking you energy, where it's given to you. And if it's giving you a lot, amazing, but if it's taking energy from you and you're uncomfortable and unhappy, you're going to feel that a lot. It could be also that this light will be shining for some of you a lot of clarity in the path that you're following with your life now. Whether this is in a romantic relationship, being happy there, comfortable there, will shine light into a future that can be built together. But not being comfortable there will shine light into the changes or need for movement. And that is going to be something that you will not be able to ignore anymore. And I'm taking my time going through the examples because this energy here it hurts, it bothers. A lot of people think that, having a lot of light is something incredible and amazing. It's like, wow, I have clarity about everything. But when we have clarity about everything at the same time, sometimes we don't have where to hide. So life is pushing us towards facing our truth in this current moment. So whenever you find this reading, Know that this light, know that this clarity, know that this comfort that you're experiencing, they are here because you can see it all. And if you can see, you can feel. And if you can feel, you know, and it's not working or working, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a fiery energy, a bit, no, it's super fiery, to be honest. But we will understand a little bit more. But this is, in the moment that you arrive, is because you're going through that discomfort, okay? The doubt, you know, they are not arriving to you. Their questionings about your relationship, about your, are not arriving to you just because. It's because this energy is here, shining light above it. And I'm hearing you asked for it. I'm hearing that you asked for this. So if you asked, it arrived, maybe even more intense. You felt, I'm feeling like I'm hearing something such as, I felt I wasn't prepared for so much. Maybe you don't feel it. You feel a bit exhausted in this current moment because it's a lot. But you are prepared. Okay, know that you are, because otherwise it wouldn't arrive for you. You would be just like somewhere else. I have, oh, look, you know you need to go. You know you need to change. Life is calling you for a movement, okay? And you know what I'm hearing here? I'm hearing some certain things, such as, for some of you, this rebirth, this change, okay? Because that's what I feel. I feel that there's a rebirth happening here, okay? For some of you, you might be experiencing this more inside the change, you know? It's more in, it's about yourself, it's about your attitude, it's about your choices, it's about your path. And for others, you already went through this, and now it's time for you to kind of like really create a real movement, okay? What is this necessarily asking you for, to be more specific? It is time for you to give birth. Take it out, what? I'm a man. No, it's this energy here is somehow a motherly energy, okay? It's an energy that is asking you to give birth to the person you became or you want to become, okay? Give birth to the projects that you have been like working on. Give birth to the life you want to have, all right? And that's why I feel the presence of the humble pigeon together with the car. And for you, from like at a distance, it might seem like, oh my God, but there is no relationship between a birth and these two cars, but there is. Because in order for you to give birth to a baby as a woman, you go through pain, right? You go through discomfort, right? You go to gestation, right? So whatever is inside of you, okay, it's ready to come out. And you feel like, I'm not ready, but you are ready. No mother is completely ready. No mother is completely formed when they, has a mother, They're not necessarily 100% prepared to carry on, with being a mother, They figure out. So what I'm picking up right now is that you are at that edge where you feel that this is coming to the light, is coming from the shadow to the light. That's why you see so much amplified energy entering. That's why you're so uncomfortable with your job or with the relationship or the place you're living. For some of you, even you're going to be changing environments. Not for all. I don't feel this for all. But for some of you, it's like, I'm not ready for that. You are. Stopping this will be procrastinating. You can't stop a birth. You can't stop like the natural cycle. Okay, if you keep it inside, it doesn't go well, right? What happens if you keep it inside? You lose. The dream is lost, okay? What you're giving birth to is lost. You lose yourself to, okay? So this is the relationship that I want you to understand, okay? Whatever you feel that you just stated, that you created, it's time to come out. And yeah, it's gonna hurt when it comes out. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Powerful message. Woof. And it's here to make you to give you a completely different life, or make you a completely different person. I'm going to be very straightforward about the energy I am connecting with. I feel that this is a very, very aligned with an inner change. Okay? I feel that these changes are not manifesting in your life yet. Okay, so you didn't got that job yet. You didn't got like a new relationship yet. You didn't have the conversation with the people that are in your surrounding, with the person you love, about what is making you feel uncomfortable. You haven't, because until this moment, until right now, you're just stating a new human, a new project, a new idea inside of you. You understand? So what is the call here, Sacred Owl? Is to speak. Is to let it out. Is to let this come from the realm of manifestation to the realm of real life, okay? To this layer of existence, okay? Because this is here to change you. You're going to change after that completely, and you know that. And somehow I feel that you are mourning your old self more than the life that you're ready to have, or the changes that will arrive in your life. This is the energy that I'm feeling here. You're mourning your old self much more. This is powerful, this reading. And I felt that it's so interesting that now I understand why you needed to just hear little by little whenever you feel like. I'm going to do something. I'm going to be pulling a card with Nature Speaks, which is another deck, and I will read a message to you guys. But I will read it all, which means that I would really just read from the book and leave a meditation, a question for you guys. And I'll be marking the timestamps in this reading. Okay, so you guys can select when to open this message, but you can just let it fall. Let's see what else. What the reflection it brings to us. I feel that I don't often use this deck, but I feel that it really fits the energy. It really speaks to this deep, deep, reflective energy. Oof. $29. Yin, from Yin and Yang energy. Archetypes and energies are not gender specific, but they are engendered, and traits which have long been identified as feminine are embodied in men, just as a masculine characteristic are embodied in women. In fact, noted psychiatrist Carl Jung addressed this fact a long time ago, that both feminine and masculine energies or archetypes are found in every person to greater or lesser degree. And it is the unique interplay and balance of these forces that form your inner world, which gets manifested through action in every aspect of your daily life. Typically, feminine characteristics are qualified or have been expressed and understood as gentle, patient, kind, nourishing, emotional, accepting, and receptive, and they are generally labeled passive, opposite to active, a bias perhaps rooted in a male-dominant point of view. Sadly, in many circles today, these characteristics are viewed as less than desirable, not simply because they are considered feminine, but because they are perceived to highlight or promote weakness or passivity. So the message with this card is, Yin energy waits patiently, for you to realize a seemingly simple and vital truth, that you can only live an emotional and spiritual healthy life when you honor the feminine aspect of yourself. True fulfillment is not found in action alone. Rather, it is only realized by embracing all aspects of who we feel ourselves to be and acting accordingly when it resonates with our hearts. The fact remains that feminine energy remains a vital and necessary force in our world. Whether you recognize its presence or not, in energy is integral for living a balanced life and is necessary for a healthy relationship with your innermost self and rooted in that soil your connections with others. I'm going to leave you with a question. Would taking a less directed approach help you to resolve a current problem or situation? And I'm leaving you with this specific question from the 3 questions here because this energy arrives organically. This energy can't be programmed, can be disciplined, can be forced. And I find that this last question really invites us into solve through patience and through passive energy, through understanding the organic energies and cycles that we experience and are part of our lives. I find that this reading was very deep, very powerful, and I'm always open to receive from all of you your perceptions, your energies, and of course, I hope that this has brought you clarity for you to reflect and let whatever needs to be unfolding in your life come here to be part of it. Okay, thank you so much for joining our beautiful community. Your presence here matters so much more than you actually imagine, so thank you for that. See you soon. Bye-bye.